What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of UCBP Reacts. Today, I'm joined by none other than Andre the Karate Kid. He's back with us, so he has his predictions on UFC 299 happening this Saturday, March 9th. And what a card it is, Andre, because, man, you know, UFC 300 was just announced, right? But I don't think anything tops UFC 299's incredible roster of fighters. We're starting this off by having Kevin Holland fighting none other than the UFC debut of MVP. We're talking about Michael Venom Page, who we've known for a very long time, a veteran of the game. This is a welterweight bout that we have been waiting for. I cannot wait for his debut. Andre, take it away.
No, man, thanks for having me, of course. And yeah, man, MVP, well known in the point fighting world of martial arts. Pretty well-rounded fighter when it comes to MMA as well. Kevin Holland, as we all know, one of the best, trash talkers. So I can't wait for this fight. I think it's a good, even matchup. Both guys are going to be standing up in there to strike. And I want to see if Kevin Holland can make the adjustments this time around, facing another point fighter who we had last time a hard time with, Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the way that he was announced was a little weird. Dana White just kind of said it during a post-fight press conference. Seems to be like that's the way he's announcing things. He also announced right before the last pay-per-view card, UFC 298, I believe, he announced the UFC 300 pay-per-view with Jamal Hill and Alex Pereira. So who do you think is going to take that bout between the welterweight competitors, Kevin Holland or Michael Venom Page? Right now on DraftKings, we have Kevin Holland as a minus 135 and Michael Venom Page as the underdog with plus 114.
That's predictable, especially for a lot of people who see Michael Page fight in Bellator. It is what it is. But for me, seeing him do his point fighting stuff and seeing him do his MMA career, I think it's more of an even matchup than what people are really trying to see. It's hard, man. It's hard to predict. Of course, I want to go for Michael Page, but I think Kevin Holland will probably slick it out there maybe towards the end, just already having the UFC experience already under his belt.
Well, moving gears, we have our lightweight bouts for the co-main event. We have none other than the veteran himself, Dustin Poirier, versus Benoit Saint-Denis, who has been on a roll lately. He is 13-1-0 with a 1-0 contest. And we have Dustin Poirier returning as a 29-8-0 with 1-0 contest. On DraftKings right now, Dustin Poirier is the underdog at a plus 170 with Benoit Saint-Denis minus 205. So we have two competitors here who could very well be next in line for the title. This is a toss-up. Lightweight is one of those divisions that is always exciting. Dustin Poirier always brings it. He's always in either a main event or co-main event situation. Andre, who do you think has this bout?
Man, I think it's a tough one. Of course, I think for Dustin being the underdog, I feel like just because, he did get knocked out in his last fight against Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. Saint-Denis, what I saw on, he has 9 wins by submission, and I think that's one of the big key things for Saint-Denis in this fight. I think he can play a little bit on the feet with Dustin, at least, and then try to work the takedown, maybe go that route, make it a little easier for him. We've seen Dustin susceptible to rear naked chokes in the past, and I think that's a good key victory for Saint-Denis to get the victory.
Man, that sounds great. I think to me, I'm a huge Dustin Poirier fan. I think he's one of those Louisiana kids that he keeps coming. He's unfortunately never had the undisputed title, but he's looking his way back. He's never out of the game. You never see him in a situation where he's losing 2-3 times in a row. So for Dustin Poirier, it could be a moment for him to come back, show the people why he's Dustin Poirier, and get that victory to go in for the lightweight championship again. Moving gears, we have, for the bantamweight championship, we have the rematch versus Marlon Chito Vera and Sugar Sean O'Malley. He is coming in hot. This guy is on fire. He's obviously taking airwaves. This is the big main event for UFC 299 for the bantamweight title. It's a rematch, and we know how that ended the first time with the leg injury. Chito Vera argues that, he was already out of the fight. Sugar Sean O'Malley says, no, this was just a fluke. My leg got hurt, all these things, right? But we have the rematch that we always wanted to see. These two competitors going at it for the bantamweight championship. We have Sugar Sean O'Malley, which sits at minus 265, and Marlon Chito Vera as the underdog at plus 215. Andre, who do you think has this bout?
Ooh, man, I feel like when Sean O'Malley is on his game and injury free, it's a tough fight for anybody. I mean, look what he did to Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah,
you take that victory away from him, or you can't be like, well, we don't know. He's not fighting anybody that we don't know that much. He fought somebody. He fought the champ, the undisputed champion, beat him in the way that he did. For Chito Vera, I feel like, he's going to have to fight his fight as well, man. He's going to have to press forward, be smart, be careful with the counters of O'Malley. Do the leg kicks. I feel like leg kicks for Chito Vera will probably become a good key thing for him in this fight.
And now I'm going to ask you, because it's the main event for the championship. Let's get a round and let's get a method.
Woo! If it goes O'Malley's way, I would say by knockout. I would say it has to be in the earlier rounds, because Chito's really good at adapting as the fight goes on, especially if he's on point. His ability to adapt is key. So I say for O'Malley, get the knockout in the earlier rounds. For Vera, he can either possibly even knock O'Malley out himself or get a submission or really grind it out really well to a decision, maybe take the title from him that way. It's whoever implements their game plan first, man, I feel like, in this fight. Because both guys, they already know each other a little bit. So it's going to be a little exciting to see how the fight plans out.
We're co-joining on 2 YouTube channels here. So if you want, tell the people where they can find you and your YouTube channel.
You can find me at Andres the Karate Kid on YouTube. Man, we do breakdowns of fights, post-fights. And, man, welcome.
Well, you can keep it locked here. That is our predictions for UFC 299. I cannot wait. This is one of the most exciting cards of the year. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to his channel, subscribe to our channel here, and let us know who you think is going to take the Bantamweight Championship this Saturday. We'll see you next time.